All right, so my view, Democratic attempts to sabotage the Trump boom are failing miserably. That's the subject of the riff. The more I think about this outrageous, stupid, pointless Schumer shutdown, the more I can see that this was never anything to do with Obamacare or health care or anything like that. This had to do with Democrats' pathetic attempts to just sabotage the booming Trump economy and the extraordinarily successful Trump presidency. That's what they were doing. Political sabotage. And it backfired badly, probably ending Chuck Schumer's career. And who knows how many other Democratic casualties. Even the Democratic-leaning unions, the guts of the party, begged Schumer to open up the government, and he wouldn't listen. With the Dow Jones and other stock indexes setting record highs almost on a daily basis, Democrats trying to sabotage that too. Now, I don't know the exact number, but I'm going to say roughly 135 million Americans are invested in the market through 401ks and IRAs, even the union pension funds heavily invested. So there's a stock market boom. The broad-based S&P 500 index up 37% since mid-April. This is massive capitalist wealth creation that covers the roughly 160 million civilian labor force. I know it doesn't cover everybody, but it's close to it. Massive wealth creation for retirement and anything else that their little hearts desire. Democrats hate this, except insider traders like the retiring Nancy Pelosi. But most of the leadership nowadays, they prefer some kind of socialism. Certainly not market-based capitalism, certainly not the stock market. They're going after Trump. They didn't like the 3.8% GDP, Mr. Trump's first presidential quarter. They don't like the 4% estimate for Q3, which would be the second Trump quarter. That coming from the Atlanta Fed. So sure enough, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt today has to admit that the Democratic shutdown has indeed crippled the economic numbers and, yes, damages the fourth quarter outlook. Here's what Caroline had to say.
According to a CBO estimate, the Democrat shutdown could end up decreasing fourth quarter economic growth by 2 whole percentage points. The Democrat shutdown made it extraordinarily difficult for economists, investors, and policymakers at the Federal Reserve to receive critical government data. The Democrats may have permanently damaged the federal statistical system, with October CPI and jobs reports likely never being released. And all of that economic data released will be permanently impaired, leaving our policymakers at the Fed flying blind at a critical period.
Isn't that something? Just listen to what you permanently impaired. Okay, we're not going to get the numbers out for the fourth quarter. It could take 2 points off of the GDP in the fourth quarter, leaving policymakers at the Fed flying blind at a critical period. You know, this is what Democrats wanted. The economy is going to pick it all back next year, despite all this Schumerism shutdowns, okay? Fact of the matter is, wages are rising faster than prices right now. That's so important. Wages are rising faster than prices. In Mr. Trump's first 9 months, real income is up plus $1,200. Now, during the Biden years, let's not forget, real incomes fell $3,300. So this is quite a turnaround in just 9 months. For Mr. Trump, construction workers, take-home pay up $2,200 already. And here's a fun stat. I love this one. 28 states have gasoline prices under $3, with the average for those states $2.80. I've said this, more than half the states have a $2 handle on them. Now, I'm sure Ms. Trump's going to be right with drill, baby, drill. It'll be back to $2 flat, or even less for everybody. All this talk about affordability circulating in the liberal left media is their attempt to hack away at Trump's successes. Okay, I know that there's concerns about affordability, but tax cuts are on the way next year, maybe as much as $200 billion for working folks. After that, the immediate expensing for business machinery, equipment, semiconductors, AI, factories, autos, you name it, across the board. Profits are soaring. That's the backbone of the record-setting stock market, which is predicting a Trump boom. I'll say it once again. Democratic attempts to sabotage that boom are failing miserably. And that's the riff.